Today I will discuss factor income or factor payment and transfer income or transfer payment. It is the part of the national income. We must know which type of income or payment included in the national income and in domestic income calculation. So, first I am going to discuss factor income or payments. Factor income is the income received by factors of production in the form of rent, wages, interest and profit for rendering productive services in return. We know that four factors of production are there. Four prime factor inputs are there. Who is the owner of these factors of production? Owner is the household sector. We know that in economy four sectors are there. One is the household sector, second one farm sector, third one government sector, fourth one foreign sector or external sector. So owner of the factors of production is the household sector. So it is the income received by the factors of production in the form of rent, wages, interest and profit for rendering productive services in return. It means household sector providing factor services like land, labor, capital and entrepreneur to the farm sector and to the government sector, and in return receive the income in the form of rent, wages, interest and profit. For example, you see, I involved in teaching learning transaction. My job is teaching to the students and in return receive salary from the government because I am a government teacher. So here the factor income, it is the income received by the factors of production. When the household sector offer land or providing land to the farm sector, then in return the household sector receive rent. When the household sector providing labor service to the farm sector and to the government sector, then in return receive wages or remuneration or salary. When the household sector lending to the farm sector and to the government sector for purchasing securities, then in return receive interest. When the household sector providing managerial service to the farm sector and to the government sector, then in return receive part of the profit. Because nowadays, you know, in farm sector and in government sector, basically in some big corporations and in some large companies, so many entrepreneurs are there related to the finance, marketing, export and import, retail, banking, human resource planning. So many entrepreneurs are there. Their role is to manage the business, to organize the business. Okay? Always they believe on uncertainty. When the company is facing losses, they are ready to quit the job and also ready to leave the salary. So, the household sector providing to the farm sector and to the government sector, and in return receive income in the form of rent, wages, interest and profit. Clear? Factor income and factor payment, same thing. Factor payment is the payment made to the factors of production in form of rent, wages, interest and profit in return for rendering productive services. In case of factor income, household sector is the recipient one. Household sector receive income from the farm sector and the government sector. And in case of factor payment, the farm sector and the government sector make payment to the factors of production offered by the household sector in the form of rent, wages, interest and profit. Both factor income and factor payments remain the same thing. One side, household sector providing factor services to the farm sector and to the government sector, and in return receive income. And in other side, the farm sector and the government sector make payment to the factors of production offered by the household sector, and in return receive factor services. So both remain the same thing. So factor payment is the payment made to the factors of production in the form of rent, wages, interest and profit in return for rendering productive services. Next one, factor income earned by factors of production and factor payment made by an enterprise to factors for rendering productive services are in fact the same. Both factor income and factor payment remains the same thing. The income received by the household sector from the farm sector and the government sector, and in reverse, in case of factor payment, the farm sector and government sector make payment to the household sector for rendering productive services. So both remains the same thing. So factor, in case of factor income, the former is viewed from the side of factors of production, and in case of factor payment, the latter from the side of an enterprise. Enterprise is a business unit owned by an individual or in a partnership, or it is a joint venture and producing goods and services for profit motive. Okay, so factor income and factor payment remains the same thing. Factor income or factor payment is a reward or compensation to factors of production for productive services rendered by them in the production process. Factor income or factor payment, it is a reward or compensation to factors of production, because factors of production rendering their productive services in the production process to produce goods and services, and in return receive reward or compensation. Clear? So factor income or factor payment is a reward or compensation to factors of production for rendering their productive services in the production process to produce goods and services. Factor income is the flow of income that is derived from the factors of production, the general inputs used in the production of goods and services in order to make an economic profit. So factor income is the flow of income that is derived from the factors of production, and we know that factors of production are the general inputs used in the production process to produce goods and services for economic profit. Economic profit, how to define economic profit? What is the meaning of economic profit? When the revenue received by selling the quantity of output is more than the cost incurred for producing the output. When revenue is more than the cost, then it is economic profit. So simply factor income is the flow of income that is derived from the factors of production. When producers and investors using 4 factor inputs like land, labor, capital and entrepreneur in the production process to produce goods and services for economic profit. Clear? And at that time, the producers and investors make payment to the factors of production. So, factor income is the flow of income that is derived from the factors of production, which are general inputs used in the production process in order to make an economic profit. Factors of production includes land, labor, capital and entrepreneur. Factor income on the use of land is called rent. When the household sector providing land to the farm sector, then in return receive rent. Income generated from the labor is called wages. When the household sector providing labor service to the farm sector and the government sector, then in return receive wages or remuneration. Income generated is called interest. When the household sector lending to the farm sector and government sector by purchasing securities, and then in return receive interest. Okay, and similarly, when the household sector providing managerial service, providing managerial skill, offering managerial skill to the enterprises, then in return receive part of the profit. Okay, so the payment made to the factors of production in the form of rent, wages, interest and profit. Factor income is an earning concept because household sector providing factor services like land, labor, capital and entrepreneur to the farm sector and government sector. Okay, and in return receive rent, wages, interest and profit. Clear? So factor income is an earning concept. Factor production providing their productive services. Factors of production providing their productive services to the farm sector and government sector, and then in return receive income in the form of rent, wages, interest and profit. So it is an earning concept. Clear? Example, I render my service as a teacher. My day-to-day work is teaching to the students, involved in teaching, learning, transaction, and in return receive income. Okay, so factor income is an earning concept. It is bilateral transfer. Bilateral transfer, it means household sector providing factor services, land, labor, capital and entrepreneur to the farm sector and government sector, and in return receive payments from them in the form of rent, wages, interest and profit. So transfer is there between household sector, other side farm sector and government sector. One side household sector providing factor services, and in other side farm sector and government sector make payments to the household sector. So it is a bilateral transfer. Household sector provides and farm sector and government sector make factor payments. So it is a bilateral transfer. Factor income is included in national income and in domestic income. Just you remember, this income is only included in national income and in domestic income. Clear? Because when factors of production providing their productive services, then due to this there is flow of goods and services in the economy. When the household sector offer factor services to the farm sector and government sector, then farm sector and government sector used these factor services in production process to produce goods and services. Okay, then in return factors of production receive income in the form of rent, wages, interest and profit. So when factors of production rendering their productive services, then there is flow of goods and services in the economy. So only factor income is included in national income and in domestic income. The factor income of all normal residents of a country is referred to as the national income. Only consider the factor income of all the normal residents, whether they receive within the territory or from abroad. Clear? But only the contribution of normal residents you consider. It is the factor income of all normal residents of a country is referred to as the national income. In case of domestic income, just you emphasize on domestic territory. It is a factor income of both normal residents and non-residents within the domestic territory of the country is known as domestic income. Contribution of both, but within territory. But in case of national income, it is the contribution of only normal residents. Non-residents factor income is not included in national income. Only the factor income of all normal residents, whether they earn from domestic territory or okay. But in case of domestic income, the factor income of all normal residents and non-residents within the domestic territory of the country. Both you consider factor income of residents and factor income of non-residents, but within the domestic territory of the country is known as domestic income. Also, factor income can be used to expose disparities in income distribution. Because one example, just I want to give. Highly skilled workers, their income level is high, they receive more salary, they earn more money. Other side, semi-skilled and unskilled workers, their income is less, they earn less money. So this factor income be used to expose disparities in income distribution. Then next one, transfer income or payment. It is the income received by the people without rendering any productive service in return. It is the income received by the people without rendering any productive service in return. For example, you see, government providing old age pension, unemployment allowance, scholarships, subsidies to the people. But in return, people do not contribute towards the production of goods and services in the economy. They do not contribute anything. Old age pension, the old age people above 60 years belongs to poor family. So in every month, government providing them the old age pension to the old age people, those who belongs to poor family. Okay, so that old age people belongs to poor family maintain normal standard of living. Similarly, monthly also government providing allowance to the unemployed people. Okay, also in return unemployed people, they do not contribute anything, they do not involve this. So due to this there is no flow of goods and services in the economy. So it is the income received by the people without rendering any productive service in return. In transfer payments, transfer income and transfer payment, same thing. Transfer payment is the payment made to the people without rendering any productive service in return. They do not contribute anything towards production of goods services in the economy. Okay, but they receive income. In case of transfer income, income received by the recipient from the donor, and in case of transfer payment, the donor make payment to the recipient. Same thing. Transfer income, income received by the recipient from the donor, and transfer payment, the donor make payment to the recipient. Both the facts remain same. You see what some examples I will discuss. Transfer income comprises gifts, subsidies, donations, scholarships, old age pension, unemployment allowances, taxes, compulsory transfer payment, etc. You see, first one, subsidies. You know, government providing subsidies. Subsidies means financial assistance to the small farmers, to the small producers. Clear? So subsidies is it is one type of economical package or financial assistance or economical assistance by the government to the small farmers and small producers for the production of goods. But in return, they do not contribute anything. They do not contribute any productive service. They do not provide any productive service to the government. Similarly, scholarships. Government and also private institutions providing scholarships to the students. So in return, the students actually they do not contribute any productive service to them. Similarly, pension. Already I have discussed. Monthly government paying old age pension to the old age people above 60 years belongs to poor family, but in return they do not contribute any productive service to the government. Similarly, unemployment allowances. Similarly, individuals and corporate sector paying taxes to the government. Some cases, you know, now COVID-19 is going on. It means government employees and employees of private sector contribute towards Prime Minister Relief Fund. So it is transfer from individuals and private institutions to the government. And similarly, income transfer from the government to the individuals. So in this case, actually, in case of transfer income, it is the income received by the people without rendering any productive service. They do not contribute anything towards production of goods and services in the economy. They do not involve in productive process. They do not involve in productive activities, but in return receive income. Clear? Income is a receipt concept. Simply, it is a receipt concept. Okay, recipients actually they are not obliged. pay the amount in future. For recipients, these are unearned incomes without any contribution towards of goods and services in the economy. They receive money. They do not contribute anything towards production of goods and services, but in return receive money. So it is a simply receipt concept. These are received for free without any obligation to pay in future. Transfer payments are basically welfare oriented expenditure of the government. Government provides to uplift the condition of the farmers and small producers, small farmers and small producers. Also providing unemployment to enhance the standard of living of the unemployed people. Providing monthly pension to the old age people to enhance their standard of living so that they maintain normal standard of living. Okay, so are basically welfare oriented expenditure of the government. In some cases, at the time of natural disaster, government providing relief to the people, are also private organizations and voluntary organizations, they come forward and also providing relief to the government, also assisting money to the government, but in return they do not contribute anything. So just simply it is a welfare oriented expenditure of the government sections of the society to enhance the standard of living of the people in the society. Transfer income is the income which one gets without adding anything to the current flow of goods and services. It is the income received by the people without adding anything to the current flow of goods and services. They do not contribute anything to the production of goods and services, okay, but receive income. It is an unilateral transfer, one-sided transfer. Transfer from government to individuals, or individuals to government, or private institution, private corporate sector to government. So simply it is an unilateral transfer, one transfer, one side transfer from donor to recipient. So donor may be the government, okay, or in other cases donor may be an individual. Suppose we contribute towards Prime Minister Relief Fund. It means we donate to the government. So in this case, donor is an individuals. Private sector contribute towards Prime Minister Relief Fund. Then donor is private sector. Recipient is the government. So both government to individuals and private sector, and individuals and private sector to government. So it is an unilateral transfer, one sided. This income is not included in national income and in domestic income. Only factor income is included in national income and in domestic income. Then again, difference between factor income payment and transfer income or payment. You see, factor income received for rendering productive services. Transfer income received without rendering any productive service. We know that factor income received for rendering productive service. Clear? Factors of production, household sector providing factor services, for providing factor services to produce goods and services, and in return receive salary or remuneration. It is the income received for rendering productive services, but transfer income received without doing any productive service. Factor income comprises rent, wages, interest and profit. Transfer income comprises gifts, subsidies, donations, scholarships. Factor income is earned income, but transfer income is an unearned income. Unearned means it is, factor income is an earning concept, but transfer income is a receipt concept. Without contribute anything, the people receive income. Okay, it is an unearned income. Factor income is included in national income, and transfer income is not included in national income. Factor income is bilateral payment. Already have discussed. Household sector providing factor services to the farm sector and government sector. Other side, farm sector and government sector make factor payments to the household sector. So it is a bilateral payment. But transfer income is an unilateral payment, one-sided. One-sided government to individuals and private institutions. Other side, donors are the individual private institutions. It means individuals and private sectors donate to government. So it is one-sided transfer.